celebrity drama?
Drew Sidora, they're giving the vibes as if she's dating Portia's ex.
Oh my God.
Check. Music, movies, and viral moments.
Gabrielle Union came out and said that she was doing 50-50 with Dwayne Wade. I have that audio just in case you didn't remember, so let's listen to that.
Check. Exclusives? Come on, y'all. Y'all know I got that over here.
Whatever Lauren says, Lord, yo.
The show with all the hot takes, zero filter. Welcome to The Latest with Lauren LaRosa. I'm Lauren LaRosa, and I'm going to be bringing you guys where pop culture meets personalities. And over here, baby, we are doing all the things. Give me my tens, because we're going to have a good time.
Come on.
Hey, y'all, what's up? It's Lauren LaRosa, and this is The Latest with Lauren LaRosa. This is your daily dig on all things pop culture, entertainment news, and all of the conversations that shake the room. Now, speaking of rooms, you guys will notice we are not in for all of our viewers, you guys will notice that we are not in our normal Latest with Lauren LaRosa, the podcast studio, because we are on location. The Latest is on location. We are here in LA. And for all of my listeners and viewers, we have a guest. You'll notice that there's a second voice in the room.
Greetings and salutations, Earth humans.
Why you just can't be like, hey, y'all, what's up? I'm DJ Head.
Hey, y'all, what's up? I'm DJ Head.
So DJ Head is joining us. We are here in LA. So, of course, I had to pull up effective immediately.
Oh, I like the wordplay on that.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, you're not putting out a rap album, are you?
How you not want to rap?
Please don't.
What made you say that though? This might be
because you tried to like put words together in a pattern like way.
Well,
and so I don't want you to be a rapper.
You know, I've been.
We need more plumbers and electricians.
You think I'm going to do that? No shade to the people that are plumbers and electricians, but do I look like I could even get through that as a work? Like as a job.
I don't see you plumbing. No, I could see. No, actually, I see you. Okay, you want to be real?
Yeah.
I see you being more of a plumber than an electrician. I think. Yeah, because plumbing doesn't. I think you have the capability to snake a toilet. I don't think you have the capability of knowing.
You think I'm dumb?
Which gauge wire?
You think I'm dumb?
No.
You think I'm dumb?
No, I don't.
Yes. First of all, I want you to know I know a lot about both of them. All right.
Okay. I didn't say you didn't.
I've watched people literally build bathrooms, my mom, with like her own hands. So I know a lot about a little bit. All right. I'm not stupid.
I didn't say you were stupid.
But I don't think that I was put on this earth to be either. We
need firefighters too.
No shade to the firefighters, but come on.
I think you could put out a fire.
All right. Ain't it your birthday?
I
Happy
support
birthday.
black women.
All right. Happy birthday. Why can't I rap? I seriously have always said, like, I wish. I just said that the other day. Like,
you want to put out a rap album?
No, I don't want to do it because I'm not as good as, like, I would want to be. But I think we was listening to, like, some old comment. I'm like, yo, I really wish that I had the ability to rap. But, like, rap like that. Like, a real, like Common, Black Thought. Like, you know, like, Foxy Brown. Like, it got to be, like, some where you, like, feel it in your soul, in your spirit.
Well, if whatever you choose to do with your life, I support you. Except DJ and like ceremonial things. If you ever have like a graduation
or a wedding, I just asked Head to DJ my wedding, y'all. I was like, yo, when we get married, he was like, I don't do weddings. I was like, my wedding is not going to be like a wedding. This is going to be like a culture phenomena. Like they're going to want part 2 of the wedding. He like, I don't do weddings because brides are hell. And I'm like, I'm not going to be hell. I'm not hell. I'm so easygoing-ish, depending on the vibe, most of the time. And he was like, all women are hell.
Okay, can I tell you the truth about...
Honestly, I feel like he wanted to say all black women are hell, but he just said he support black women, so...
I do. My whole team is black women, but that's not the spot. Besides the point. Okay, can I just tell you briefly? This is not have nothing to do with the latest, but I'll tell you briefly.
Well, hold on. Before you tell me briefly, we do check in behind the scenes of the grind. So,
okay.
You know, this is what we do. We haven't seen each other. We haven't talked. In a while. Like, normally, I'm calling Head, and, like, he's literally, like... coaching me through a lot of the things.
She's ready to crash out.
You know what's crazy is I think you have to really know me to know that I'm like a crash out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, because other than that, I think people think, and I love
because you're very poised.
Yes. So, and I love that, you know, people are like, you know, they see it all together, but I'm like, in real life, I think anybody that's like really passionate about what they do or creative and like passionate at the same time, the element of crash out that you're willing to do is insane.
Yeah.
And you need somebody that like gathers you. And this year or last year, 2025, I feel like God really blessed me with a lot of people in my life that like gather me together. So we're checking in behind the scenes of the grind. Head is like, you know, Captain, don't crash out. Go. Now tell your story.
Okay, so it's just I was gonna talk about the DJ thing real quick.
Okay.
So it's just that people are inconsiderate, which I'm sure. Okay, for instance, like people think radio hosts,
Yes.
they think podcasters. Oh, all you do is just sit and talk.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, you don't understand that there's research. If you have an author on the show, you have to read the book.
Yeah.
If you
correct.
have, if I have the cast of Beauty and Black on my show, I have to watch the entire season so that way I can speak to their character arcs.
What's your preparation to DJ? The DJ.
Whenever someone asks to do a wedding, okay, let's run the scenario.
Okay.
Hey, can I? You ask me, can I do your wedding? Right?
Head, I'm marrying a love
Okay,
of my
bet.
life. Can you please?
How long-
I didn't even finish asking you.
Well, they don't want to sit through this. How many hours? How many hours do you like? When do you need me to DJ?
I don't know the time slot.
No. Just to me, how many hours do you
Like
need
how
me?
long?
Yeah.
Probably for like 2 hours.
So you need me to DJ for 2 hours.
Cause it's gonna be like our reception is gonna be like kind of like almost like a DJ, like you know how it's like multiple sets
Yeah,
when you
I
go to certain
understand.
places. Yes.
So 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, bet. So typically when people ask you to DJ, let's say you need me for 2 hours. Let's say it's 6 to 8, right?
Okay.
That's not necessarily including setup time.
Okay.
That's not including rehearsals.
Mhm.
That's not including anything. So when people be like, "Oh, how much for an hour?" I mean, how much for 2 hours? No, you're asking me how much for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Because I mean, and then also the 2 hours usually comes with the sound systems and stuff. Like people don't usually equate that into their thing. And what I've also this is all trauma, by the way.
yeah, cause
What I've also
you dumping
experienced
right now.
is people never include the DJ in the head count for meals.
They don't feed you. Well,
I have door dashed at a wedding.
but don't you have? I just assume this because you're so particular about everything else in your life. Are you very particular about what you eat?
I'm pescatarian,
Okay.
and I don't do eggs.
All right. Whoa. Okay. Well, first of all, it'll be a little bit different over on this side because between me and Bay, like we're we're producing an event, and we do that and have done it for some
I
time.
will
and
entertain
dealing
that.
with talent.
I will.
You know what I mean?
entertain
Like it's a little bit different over here.
I'm down to
and
to
also,
assist.
you're my friend,
I'm down to assist.
so I'll make sure you get a little fish. You eat fish?
A little fish?
No, you'll get the fish that you need because it's pescatarian.
Yes.
Do you not eat certain fish?
I don't eat tilapia. What is that?
Oh, we won't have that at the wedding.
Hey man, listen, niggas be cutting corners.
Yo, head is crazy.
Niggas be cutting
We
corners.
got you. You won't have to DoorDash at my wedding, okay?
Okay.
I promise you.
All right, I'm down.
You in?
I'm down.
We have this on video.
I don't give a fuck. I'll back out on video too.
It's your birthday though. Like, what did your birthday just passed? I know you don't celebrate. But hold on, what is it? Do you celebrate your birthday?
Define celebrate.
Do you acknowledge it in real life?
I mean, yeah, the day came and went.
The day came.
Yeah.
What did you do on the day?
I sat in my drawers in my office in my house and I worked, and then I went to go eat with my mom, and then
So you went out and did something with family.
it was kind of like, see, women do this thing where they make your shit about them. Like I told her I don't want to do anything, and she's like, "Well, I want to take you out for your birthday."
Your mom?
People-
Yeah, nigga. What you mean?
Human beings just make. Okay,
It's
let me
your
ask you a question.
mom. That's
So-
a day for her too. She had you, stupid.
Okay, but let me ask you a question.
That is ahead. That is so crazy.
Let's take moms out of it. You're in a great relationship. You have a great guy, amazing guy, great energy, all of the things. Right? Look at you, smitten. You disgust me. Okay.
Yo, let me
So
tell
look-
y'all something. DJ Head is like one of the only people I know who consistently is against anything that is like regular. Like if it's like relationships, if it's like just food, if it's anything that's like regular and easy, he is a complete opposite. Like just saying hello, hi, my name is DJ Head. It's like hello, interterrestrial humans. Like I've never met a person more different.
Well, I appreciate you. So let's say your man's boyfriend, your man's your man's birthday is coming.
Yeah.
And he tells you, "Hey, I'm a big fan of the Lakers. What would you do?"
We're gonna go to a Lakers game, probably be courtside. I probably try to get them back
Okay.
into the
Why are you going?
because who else you going with? Well, oh no, okay, so look, so I probably would try and find a way to ask if it's a thing of like, does he want to go with the homies or does he like? I have to figure that out because I would want it to be a surprise, but I don't give a fuck about not going to no. Sorry,
Okay.
I don't really cuss on a podcast, and you're making me cuss a lot because you're
I'm not making you.
You are, because why can't I go to the game?
I didn't say you couldn't go to the game. I'm saying, why do you want to take him to the game?
Because I want to see him enjoy it.
It's his birthday.
Yes, but
Why
it
do
makes
you-
me feel good to see him enjoy
Why
it.
you want to feel good on his birthday?
Because if I feel good, I mean, if he feels good, I feel good, and then we feel good.
That's my point. That's my point right there. I'm just saying, your birthday is the one day you're allowed to be selfish and it's socially acceptable. Why can't my birthday be what I want to do without interference from other humans, regardless of their status in my life?
No, it can't be.
So if I want to sit in my drawers and work on my computer in my office with the door closed all day, and I don't want you to pop up in my house and surprise me with balloons and cake.
Oh, your
and
mom
take
bought
me.
balloons and cake?
I'm just asking.
You was pissed.
No, Gina and my team surprised me at the radio station.
Oh yeah, I saw that video with balloons and cake.
Balloons and cake and
People love, but
no. I'm not.
They love you.
I'm not.
It's okay to like.
I'm not discounting that.
You want to like. If it's his birthday and I love him, I want to see him be happy. That makes me feel good.
What about what makes me happy? It's
I'm
my
assuming-
birthday.
I'm assuming I'm doing what makes you happy because I know.
If I told you, okay, let's say your boyfriend told you, hey, I want to sit at the house and play Call of Duty for my whole birthday. I don't want to hear from you. Don't call. Don't pull up.
all day.
Yeah. You cool with that?
No.
It's his birthday.
Yes, but like we don't even like. How am I gonna go a whole day without?
It's his birthday. So basically, just in black and white, he can't do what he want to do on his birthday.
Oh my God.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I don't even want to ask you. Did like
on principle
any
though?
booze try to? Because that's gonna be another 3 hours.
I'm just saying
about the systems of women and breaking down the patriarchy.
I'm just saying that
right?
it's just the way things are set up. People are not allowed to do what they want to do for them and the day is about them. I'm not saying that people shouldn't celebrate you, and I'm very appreciative of my team and my mom and everybody. But I'm just I don't do that anymore. I used to do that. I used to say, don't buy me nothing, don't pull up, don't do. I used to set boundaries, and people violate them anyway.
Yeah.
So now I just let people. You see me? I put on the bullshit sash. You know what I'm saying? I put on the little hat.
But it don't feel good though to have have people in your life that love you enough to want to celebrate you and want to and like real people. Like I mean, like not just like people hitting you because they saw you post. Because I saw you post on Instagram about weren't you donating something?
Yeah, every year. So it's funny because I've been doing that for the last 10 years.
I know.
Like I hit everybody for money and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, I'm finna go to Skid Row, or I'm finna donate to the fires.
You did something with Dr. Sebi one point, right?
Yep, I went to Honduras at Dr. Sebi village. We did a retreat, but I do that every year for my birthday because, hey, I don't want it to be necessarily about me.
Right.
So, and I know that people want to celebrate me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, oh, this is my time. This is my chance. I got 100,000 followers. If I get $2 from out of everybody, I could really like help somebody.
Yeah.
So that was my ideology when I started doing that, and then it evolved into I just launched my nonprofit. So
congratulations. Am I allowed to say congratulations, or am I making this about me? Like, you let me know.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
On the nonprofit. So where did you get to with the donations and everything that you were trying to do on your birthday?
Let me see, actually. I could check it right now.
So people are still active.
People still
you're
active.
like, what, 72 hours from your birthday?
Let me see. What's today? 18.
It's
So
only like
it's
3,
like
4
the 19.
days?
Yeah, 4 days.
So
No. The 12th. Last week.
Oh, okay.
It was last week.
But people are still donating.
People still donating. And it's like it's $1, $2. You know what I'm saying? Like
that.
I'm not even tripping on. I'm at 1,300.
Love it.
1,300 from this, and then I collected another 1,000. So was that like 2,300?
So where the listeners, for all the lowriders that's our podcast community, where can they go to donate? Because they're going to hear this and they're going to want to make sure that they're only doing what you want them to do about your birthday.
Go to putyourfootontheboard.com. That's my website. So yes, today is my birthday. But wait. If you're new here, you don't know this, but if you're not, every single year for my birthday, I do something to give back, because to show appreciation, because that's just kind of who I am as a person. And I ask people for money, I ask people to donate, and they just send it to my personal Cash App, my personal Zelle, all that stuff. But I have something special to announce. Today, I'm announcing my charity. My charity is called Put Your Foot on the Board. It is a 501c3. As recognized by the United States government. It is legit. You can look it up on the IRS website. Why put your foot on the board? Funny enough, when I was in high school, I used to be a skateboarder.
I was never on the sports team. I wasn't taught. I'm 5'8". You know what I'm saying? Like, who are we kidding? But I was a skateboarder in high school. And this was back in the day when it wasn't cool for people that look like me to be skateboarders. You can go ask the homies. When I first started skateboarding, I was learning how to kickflip. The homie Wayne called me out because I was scared to fall. I would flip the board, but I would put my foot on the ground and not on the board. I would put my foot over to the side because I was scared to fall. And Wayne used to call me out. He would say, bro, you need to put your foot on the board. And I'm like, I'm trying. He was like, no, you're not, because you're scared to fall. And then when I finally started putting my foot on the board, yeah, I fell. I fell hard over and over and over again. But then one day I didn't. And so ever since the 9th grade, it stayed in my brain. Put your foot on the board. Don't be afraid to fall. So I'm happy to announce that's the name of my charity. It's called Put Your Foot on the Board. Based in Los Angeles, California, and it's dedicated to youth enrichment, empowerment, financial, economic growth, and programs. Also, another fun fact about me, if you didn't know, that I'm the chairman of the board for the Media Advisory Council for the Boys and Girls Club here in Los Angeles for Metro LA. School programs like that helped me and my mother when I was coming up, so I always wanted to get involved. I've been involved for the last 5 years. So that's where this is headed. Okay, if you would like to celebrate my birthday, if you would like to participate in any way, shape, or form, we are taking donations, open for business right now. You can click the link in my bio, or you can go to putyourfootontheboard.com. That's putyourfootontheboard.com. Check it out. It's a big ass donate button right there. That's all I want for my birthday. $1, $5, $20, $100, whatever you got. Donate right there. It's going to go 100% to the youth programs that we have. I'm giving it all to the Boys and Girls Club in Metro LA so we can do some really cool things. But thank you. I appreciate all the birthday wishes. And if you would love to support me and my endeavors and what I'm trying to do here with the community, again, go to putyourfootontheboard.com and donate. I appreciate you. West Coast.
That's something that I've been wanting to do. I've been working on this nonprofit for 2 years. Me and my shout out to my cousin Corey. Like, she's amazing with this stuff. She pretty much helped me set everything up from A to Z, and it's really hard to do something charitable in the United States.
Yeah, because the
Because
government,
people violate and stuff.
they
Like,
also, I think the government too, just they want to be a part of everything, and they make sure. Also, I learned when I'm still in the process of trying to figure out a nonprofit arm for Brown Girl Grinding, but when I was first trying to do it, we kept getting denied.
Yeah.
I think it's like the 501c.
501c3. Yeah.
Yeah, we kept getting denied, and then I had a girl reach out to me from the office in Delaware. Shout out to Erin Chambers, who was like, "Hey, this happens a lot with black owned nonprofits," and she created literally like her job is to make sure that like black black owned nonprofits kind of get over that line, that threshold, because she says that it happens all the time, and I'm like, well, damn. But it's because I think they
So but I don't
control
think
where the money going.
I don't know if they know that we're black. Well, yours should call Brown Girl.
Yeah, mine is you can't get around.
I don't think
well,
there's
no, let me tell you, a lot of people don't think Brown Girl Grinding, and I get this pushback all the time. They think that Brown Girl Grinding is for everybody brown. And look, I'm not opposed to everybody brown feeling like it's a movement of theirs, but when I created it, it was for black women. The brown was my skin color. It wasn't
Facts.
me being a brown girl. It was I'm brown skin. It was very specific because I don't like the whole like people of color thing. I feel like our experiences, and not that I dislike anybody else, but I'm just being honest about the fact that like I don't care if you're whatever you are. My experience is way different, especially as a brown skin black girl. Way different than anybody else. Like, you know what I mean? From hair texture conversations to everything.
People got very upset when I said that. I tweeted that and I got dragged. Is that what y'all say? Dragged?
Yeah.
I got dragged for like for dirty. Is that how you say it?
Drag for dirty.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's a LA thing.
Drag for filthy. Drag for filthy.
What did you tweet?
What?
What you tweeted?
I tweeted, your life is just different when your mama black.
It is.
And I was just like, because
when your mom and your dad black.
I witnessed. No, I was just literally speaking on the plight of black women. Just specific. I mean, I'm a black man. I know what it is. But I remember the looks that my mom used to get from the whites when she would take me place because she couldn't afford childcare. I remember like I'd be under her desk playing with my little toy or whatnot. And I remember the way the white lady, I wish I could remember that lady name. She worked at the Bicycle Club Casino in off the 17 freeway.
It's his birthday. He coming for every white lady that ever been at a casino.
She worked at the Bicycle Club Casino over there off the 17 freeway. And I think it's in Bell. she just looked at my mom with just like,
Disgust.
it was just not even disgust. It was worse than that. Like you're just nothing. Like you a bottom feeding broke black bitch.
You know what's crazy for me? My mom, because my mom is like really light skinned, full of face full of freckles.
Your mom light skinned?
Hell yeah, face full of freckles. Hair texture is way different than mine. So when my mom used to come to like school or like, because I've always been like this. So I was always doing like a lot of stuff. Whenever she would come to stuff, people would be like, "That's not your mom." Like people used to literally say to me, "That's not your mom."
That's kind of offensive.
Who you telling? And then I have like cousins who like, fully black, but like don't have cousins with like longer hair or different hair textures as well too. I remember people being like, those not your cousins. And I'm like, what? Like, why do we think? But that's why for me, it's not like I think when you say anything about being like black or like just supporting black, it's like they make it like you hate everything else.
Yeah.
But for me, I think now that I can say it where people can hear me, I love being like, yeah, like, I want all people to have good lives. Especially, I understand if you're not white and your other shit can get tough in your own situations. But like my experience as a black girl, and I mean like a black girl for real, is a lot different. And I said that on Brilliant Idiots, and people was pissed off at me. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh no, y'all don't understand. Cause like if you're lighter skinned, and it's no hate. My mom is a very lighter skinned woman with freckles, and you know what I mean? Like it's just very different. So I'm always like, hey, this is how I feel. This is what I'm experiencing.
I always tell people I'm not anti anyone. I'm just pro us.
Yeah, but in the way that the world is set up, especially with social media today, the minute you say I'm pro us and you specify, we can't get nothing specific. Like black girls whose, you know what I mean, hair curls when we sweat, we can't get nothing specific because then it's like, oh, you hate everybody and people feel away. But when, I'm not even going to.
Yep, let's leave that.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, let's get into some things. We're going to get on into the latest. HED is going to be joining us for some of the topics today. You ready?
Okay.
Not uh-oh. I ain't taking you nowhere too messy.
No, remember I was on the latest last time, and I forgot what we were talking about. And
was it?
The low riders, is that what they are?
Yeah, they was on you?
It was some low riders on me about some shit.
What did you say?
I don't remember. Like
that was so long ago.
How about this though? Everything that I'm about to say and I have said, I stand on that shit. How about that?
All right, we didn't say you didn't stand on it.
I know.
You on here apologizing before you even start. All right.
No, I'm just saying.
I don't remember what you said. I feel like we were talking about. I know we talked about the Drake Kendrick stuff because it was around that time. That's the last time you was on the podcast.
Yeah, that was one of the conversations.
And I feel like we talked about the pop out because you DJ'd at the pop out.
These fanatics are insane though. It's crazy how they. I don't know.
The Drake fanatics or the Kendrick Lamar fanatics?
Just fanatics in general now. Like everybody's crazy. The fan bases are crazy.
Oh, tell me about it. The Barbs, they attack me like twice a week. I got people mad that I'm not reporting certain things. Like it's just you don't gotta tell me. Like I be having it. Like I get on Twitter and I can't even look at the mentions because I'll be wanting to get in there and I can't.
I've been trying to get Gina off of that.
She gonna learn. But I feel like Gina's a lot harder than me because like I don't my don't give a F. It's there, but I can like turn it off and on. I feel like Gina's, I don't know if she could turn hers off and on. Gina was supposed to be here, by the way, Gina Views. I really want to do a sit down with her so we could talk through career and just how everything, like all of our stuff kind of like aligned at the same time. And we were like simultaneously like put in an interview together. That's how I met her. And then all of a sudden our life just started like changing at the same time. And that's how we like bonded. Literally through like going through the changes together. But Gina Views is, if you guys have not seen Effective Immediately with DJ HED and Gina Views, is a show based here out of LA, which is like, pop culture, music, takes, but y'all have taken over.
Really?
Yeah, I think you guys are, because a lot of people have shows and, that do content and stuff like that and reviews and critiques and stuff. But I think for you guys to be new, for people to have just gotten to know Gina throughout 2025, you got people place you guys like they listen and they respect your take, like that's hard to get respect in a certain genre because everybody's doing so much noise.
I agree.
So I think you
Yeah.
guys have taken over for sure.
Try to make sure we navigate it properly. I don't. It get interesting in the group chats. You know what I'm saying?
What has your journey been like? Because one of the things that I love about you is you support Gina so much, right? Like it's like people can't play with Gina because the head is coming. What has your journey been like? Just kind of, it's almost like breaking an artist a little bit.
It is.
Like, what has your journey been like? Just kind of helping her as she grows in career and like helping her navigate things.
So it's a few things that happened. The first thing that happened is I resented the people that came before me, and I resented them because I didn't feel, which feelings. Yes, DJ Head has feelings. That's crazy.
That's another thing, y'all. He don't believe in like feelings. He feels like they're like.
Well, no, I just synthesized them, but so
This man is crazy.
so,
He feels like it's like a pill you took on accident, and then
So-
you just feel stuff.
when it came to like, I felt a way about the people that came before me.
In Gina's life.
No, before me. Like when
Okay.
I was
When you was
coming up.
Okay.
And actually, interestingly enough, I don't know if you know who the homie Bad Luck is. I was gonna have a one-on-one conversation with one person in particular about how I felt, how they handled "quote unquote" The Rock when they had The Rock,
Wow.
right? And Bad Luck was like, "Well, why? You the guy. Like, you don't need to do that anymore. Like, let it go." And I let it go. Didn't ever
Right.
bring it up. He's
Right.
the guy that I was gonna talk to. Still don't know that I was gonna have this uncomfortable conversation with him.
I know
Almost
who
like
you're
a
talking
father,
about.
like, "Hey, nigga, you fucked up."
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, after that, I put that aside. Then the second thing that happened was the overwhelming embrace that I got from Charlemagne, from Sway, and Big Boy, and DJ Dents. Those are the four people that, I mean, Steve Harvey's in there too, but I didn't know him. But DJ Dents kind of kicked everything off for me. The way he just embraced me day one.
Right.
He let me shadow him, follow him. He did it for the Clippers now, but and back in the day, he ran the radio in LA and everything, and it was just like, I want to do what you do.
Right.
And then Charlemagne randomly, Glasses had my big homie G Malone had
Hey,
told,
Glasses. I owe him a sit down too. Every time I come to LA, I'm supposed to sit down with him.
you got to
I
go
know.
sit with G. G told Charlotte that I really wanted to get on the radio when they launched the iHeart station here in LA, and Charlotte just hit the powers up and was like, hire DJ Head. And I got hired, and
He's always championing for you guys.
Yeah.
Like Effective Immediately should be like the radio show in LA.
And then Sway for a decade has been telling everybody that I'm the one. And then when I got at iHeart, Big Boy was like, you're the guy. And then they just all like embracing. So I was like, I remember what that felt like, because you come up and you're looking up to these people. And then so I was like, damn. And I just couldn't find the right person. I tried a couple times where I was like, I want to do that with someone else, because Charlemagne told me that you're not a legend if your tree don't grow fruit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, all right, I want to be a fucking legend. But it's not self-serving, but it was more like, I remember when I was like, hey, I'm trying to get your attention, like, help me, look at me.
Right.
And then it's this black girl over here, and our homegirl Sade hit me and Silas up one day and was just like, y'all need to go help Gina Views. And
Sade from Netflix.
Mhm.
She is
Sade Jenkins. We've been friends
Sade
20
Jenkins.
years.
Shout out to her. She is, when I tell you, she's like, I don't even know, maybe like a whisperer, but she has helped me so much on the back end, just in what I do too.
That's what we do. My circle, people don't know, like, there's rumors about my circle. Like, I'm in a secret group chat where I'm blackballing. No,
Illuminati?
Huh?
Illuminati.
Yeah, but my circle is just really good human beings that want
Yeah.
to see other people prosper. The good ones, the people that's not doing bullshit, taking advantage of me, whatever. So
Yeah.
when the Gina thing happened, and I just hit her up, me and my team, we didn't really know she needed anything. I thought she was just booming. Even
she
when
was
I
in
met
a
you,
position where she couldn't say it.
even when I met you, when you were at that place and I came over there, this is before Breakfast Club.
I was at TMZ, and Head came
To
because
do- to
TMZ
host-
Hip Hop had
yeah.
a show, so DJ Head was a part of TMZ Hip Hop, and I was working in the newsroom.
And I didn't even know, I didn't know that you felt how you felt there.
When would I be able to say it?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, I'm saying from my lens, because Salas calls it our male privilege. So once I realized that we have two things happen. One is when I realized that, oh, these women don't actually say anything. You're not going to say, hey, I need help. or hey, I need guidance, or hey, I need you to mentor me, or hey, I need you to throw me a bone, or hey, but ever since I realized that, I started doing that. So I just called Gina one day. I was like, hey, I don't know what you need help with, but I'm willing to help you do whatever.
Because a lot of times it's like, number one, you just don't know who you can trust. And if you're a woman in a certain space, like when I don't, because the time when y'all had started TMZ Hip Hop, my mom had just gotten to a point where like she wasn't having to be in the hospital all the time. So I moved her to LA just so I could get back to work, because I was told if I didn't come back in the office, I might not have a job.
Damn.
So I had to move my mom to LA. She did not want to be here. But she came because she knew that I needed to go back to work. Like, she understood how important my job was for us. So she came. So I was dealing with that at home, but I'd been on a leave, and like, it was a whole thing of like they had put somebody in my seat. It was whatever, but I knew, and it's Cache McClay, shout out to her. She is I believe it's USA Today now. That's my sis. But I knew though that I had like an absence in the room. So when I came back, I remember the first time seeing y'all, and we had that meeting, and everybody was embracing me. People didn't think I would come back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, when you know that you're needed like that, it's like you don't have a choice but to go back, because I used to also feel like, where else I'm gonna go? Like, unless I'm going to start my own show. I used to jokingly say, unless I'm going to work at the Breakfast Club or start my own show, where am I going to go? Like, what job is going to let me come and dress like this and talk how I be talking, and I don't want to be miserable somewhere else? And all days weren't bad days. I had, I learned so much from that team too. And if I'm somewhere, I'm loyal. Like, to this day, there's still things that like you won't get me to say or do or talk about when it comes to TMZ, because at the end of the day, Harvey gave me an opportunity to like really learn how to do so much stuff.
Facts.
But seeing y'all in person pissed me off.
Right.
Seeing TMZ Hip Hop in person pissed me off, because I remember when they developed TMZ Hip Hop, I literally said to them, I'm sitting here.
Right.
Like, I'm producing majority of the black stories here. Most of your hip hop contacts. I mean, shout out to Trent as well. I recently heard that he's no longer at TMZ, but Trent was Hip Hop DX, and then they hired him to write for TMZ Hip Hop, right? And those stories, and then they started the show with y'all. And I'm like, but I'm sitting right here.
Yep.
Like, why would you start a whole hip hop, basically the black side of TMZ, and I'm sitting right here, and y'all don't want to use me at all? And then when they did come to me to use me, especially for the show, right? Because they were like, we're trying to find. They literally called me in the office and was like, we're trying to find hosts for this show. And I was like, so is this a meeting about me being talent for the show, or you want me to help you find hosts? And they're like, no, we want you to help us find talent. And I was like, okay. Well, first of all, that's a slap in the face, because I'm sitting right here. And I've been promised certain things that have never come to fruition. I was supposed to have a show with World Star Hip Hop. We shot a whole pilot for it. That didn't go anywhere. It was after Q passed away. They were trying to find a face of World Star. Yeah. So they were positioning me to be that. That didn't work out because, then there was like possibly something at BET, but because of the situation that Raquel had done there, which was very successful for her, but I don't know what the working relationship was with Harvey and BET or whatever, that didn't work out. Then we had a little podcast going they didn't want to pay me for. So I'm like, y'all are tripping. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, yo, y'all gotta, I at least need to be credited as a casting producer. If I'm gonna go find you, I can find you talent easily.
Easy, yeah.
But credit me. No, like that. They didn't want to do that. They just wanted me to give them who are the best talking heads in black culture. Go. And I was like, what? Yeah. So I'm coming back into this office and I'm seeing y'all and I'm like, damn, so it's you, it's Rodney. Like, I'm happy for y'all, but I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
That's how the shit goes sometimes.
And then, but to y'all, it's just I just have to be like, hey, let me know if y'all need anything. Happy to see y'all.
Yeah, actually, you want me to be? I'm gonna tell you some shit you don't know. Rodney was the first person to tell me how dope you were.
Me and Rodney auditioned together for probably like my first 2 years my first year right before I got on TMZ. We auditioned for so many things together. One of the things we thought we were going to do together, because for some reason I would go on auditions. He would always end up being the guy. I would always end up being the girl, like out of all the talent. Revolt. Diddy had a show that they were bringing, and it was supposed to like basically be like, everybody's been trying to find that new age 106 in Park. It was supposed to be that, and me and him ended up being the two people that they like picked, but then they decided like not to do the show. So we had worked together for some time. So when I saw that, I'm like, all right, bet, like, yeah, he got a job, like, cool.
Yeah, no, I remember that. But my point is we don't know.
Yeah.
And so, to what you just said, y'all don't say nothing.
We can't.
Right. You don't be in a position to say anything. So, I don't know. For me, I just try to overdo it, which has backfired to me at some point
Do
in
women
time.
ever think you doing it just because like you're interested in them or something?
I'm not a ladies man. They don't.
No, but I mean sometimes I feel like women, our trauma will be like, well, why are you trying to help me? What you want?
I think that would be the case normally. I don't think that women get that vibe from me. I
I've
don't.
never gotten that vibe from you, but I just know how we can be because we've had to set up.
You got to
That's
be on guard too.
yeah. We oh my god, all the time.
Yeah, I don't think that I give that off. Like after me and Gina linked up, I have called rant. I'll cold call. Like I'll DM somebody, say, what's your cell phone number, and then
Yeah.
people be looking at me with like. But I don't do it with just women. I do it with artists, men. Like I remember, O3 Greedo would be one of them, or like whoever. Like I'll just
Yeah.
find somebody like, hey man, I think you're really dope. I'll DM them. I'll say, hey, here's my number. Text me. And they text me. I'm like, yo, I don't want nothing from you, but I think you're dope. I think you're talented. Is there anybody I can introduce you to? Is there any resources I can offer to you?
Because
Whatever.
people don't be wanting to do that for no reason.
I've never done. I don't have paperwork with Gina. I've never done any paperwork with anybody. I don't have paperwork with my own manager. We've been 15 years in with a handshake.
That's crazy. Charlamagne kind of we had a conversation about that too, like just about like a lot of his best relationships have been like genuinely just on a like, all right, let's work together. Let's just you know what I mean? Like no heavy red lines or none of that.
I don't have one person on paperwork with me.
How do you protect yourself in a situation like that? You just trust that the people are good people.
Just be a good human and the way I look at it is, if you are genuine, then you attract genuine people, and even the bad actors. If the bad actors exist, then that was a lesson and not a loss to me. I know that my lawyer and shit, people would be like, man, you got to get paperwork, and it's like, yeah, when I deal with certain people and when I deal with entities and companies, yeah, it's paperwork and shit. But when
Yeah.
it's just, hey, I want to help you, that's not paperwork, because help is one directional. It's not a reciprocal thing. I don't look for, like, for instance, the people like Glasses and his brother Pooh, they fed me every day for years. So all I had to do was figure out how to eat. I didn't have to figure out, how to pay my bills. I didn't have to worry about food every day. Every day. I'm talking about every day for years. They fed me, right? So I do that. I would do that now. And the interns at the radio station or wherever, I have like mentees and stuff,
Yeah.
and I do the same thing. Like I'll just get them food or whatever it is, because I remember what it was like. Man, I needed that $30.
Right.
So they asked me the same thing, like, why you do this? I said, you want like, how much you want me to pay you back? No, what I want you to do, same thing I told Gina. I said, I need you to find the next Gina, and whatever you feel like I've done for you, I need you to do that.
So when you started like talking to Gina more regularly and she's like letting you know she needs help because she was over at No Jumper, what was it that she was saying
She
to
didn't
you?
say she needed help. Gina is not that nigga. Gina's a real West Side nigga. She not finna tell you she need help with nothing. So you kind of have to just do shit. You know what I'm saying? And then when she left that place, I left my place. Well, she got let go, and I left my place. I left iHeart, and we both were unemployed. And I went a whole year with no job, no income. I was just living on my savings and shit. And I was just like, we're gonna do something. And our manager was like, no, we need to find somebody to team up with. We're not building nothing from scratch no more.
Right.
And one day, I had already, I never said this publicly, but I had already made peace with what was going to be the reality. I said, well, look, I don't even think I ever told Gina this. I told Silas, I said, well, look, this was finna happen. I'm finna run out of money. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, so our friend Sparkle, she just got a house in the 60s. So I told Silas, I said, hey, I'm finna sell my house. I'm gonna make some, because I made a good investment when I bought my house in
Right.
2019. I'm finna sell my house, and me and Gina gonna move in with Sparkle, and get a space and turn it into a set,
Bust it
and we
down.
just gonna start shooting the YouTube video.
Right.
And he was like, that's a bad, like, what do you mean? Like, we need research. I said, that's what's finna happen unless you want to get on this train and help us do what we trying to do.
Wow. That's a real investment into yourself, but y'all together, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a, to know that she would even be a person that like would understand you doing that and kind of like understand it to the point where like, you know, something's going to come out of it, or at least you're betting on both of y'all at that point, not just yourself.
Yeah.
That's a big blind bet.
Well, I think that she's the future of what I've been trying to do, or which I think she's the future of what we have here from an LA media perspective. I just want to make sure that continues,
Right.
Because I don't think that we had a couple like, you know, my Debbie Brown,
Yep.
but we've never had one that really like was the Wendy of this shit, where people respected her, and we've never had a black woman dominate media from an LA perspective.
Yeah.
So if I have the opportunity to see that to fruition or be a part of it in any way, I'm fucking with it.
I love it. It's so crazy because I literally remember like I didn't know everything Gina was going through either. I really didn't know her well enough to even know. I just knew she was working at No Jumper, but she did an event for me. I have these events which we're going to bring back for the lowriders, but they're called Brown Girl Grinding meetups. And those meetups, we basically bring together like anybody that's like popping in their space but like actually has some substance to share. And it's, you know, people come, they get to hear from them, get to meet them, and it's like very interactive or whatever. But it was me practicing for having a talk show. And Gina did the very last one that I ever did in LA, and we teamed up. Like BET Plus randomly, like, or BET Her randomly wanted to team up. We got a whole cast, and the conversation was just about being a woman in certain spaces. And when Gina got on the panel, the way she was referencing her old job at the time, which was No Jumper, but she didn't even want us to say the place, right? I was like, oh, she must have really went through some stuff. And I remember reaching out to her after that event and was just like, hey, like, I don't know if there's a way I can help you, but like, I understand what you're going through. And then to kind of talking to her from there, I'm like, yo, it's crazy how like you literally can be going through the same thing as somebody and have no idea, and the universe just kind of like aligns y'all. Cause like I randomly just did an interview with her at an event I was booked at in LA. Like that's how I met her. Didn't like, had no idea that like our paths would like kind of do similar things at the same time. Like, you know, what I've experienced over the last like year, Gina's experienced the same thing. We're just on different coasts of the world. So, you know, yeah, but that's fire. We appreciate you for that.
I appreciate being here. You know what I'm saying? My plan right now is to do this for 10 years, give her the show, and I want to go host like Family Feud or something.
You gonna laugh?
No, I like the way that Steve Harvey looks at people when they say stupid shit.
Yeah, but you know he like laughs and stuff too. Like,
all right, I'll probably do. I'll go to CNN.
I don't see you, you know, very like jolly.
All right, I'll go to CNN then, if it exists.
I was about to say. I feel like in 10 years, I don't know what CNN gonna be anymore. A lot of them, the people is leaving and starting their own show.
Yeah, I'll go do some shit with, you know, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll go sit with Mimi Brown or something and do something.
Shout out to Mimi Brown TV. That's my girl. That's another girl that,
same
what?
Thing, yeah.
Yes, we just had a whole day together. She came to New York, and I was like, oh my God, like, girl, we're literally like the same. We've been through a lot of the same stuff.
Mimi is the shit, man.
Yeah.
She's fire.
Yes. Wow. Okay. Well, we're gonna get into the latest. We probably have time for like, maybe like 2 topics ish.
Okay.
Okay. So speaking of real black girls, Jill Scott. So Jill Scott was caught out in the street, not in like a bad way though.
Oh, I was about to say, bro.
Not in a bad way.
Auntie, I ain't got nothing to do with this.
No.
I don't know what this lady talking about.
You know how people are, like do those like on the street interviews where like they walk up on you and they be like, "Oh, what do you do for work?"
She got caught out in the street. It's crazy.
I'm sorry, Miss Jill Scott.
Jill Scott.
Maybe that. Okay.
Hey, but I did see her on stage with that. You know what I'm saying?
With what?
Remember that? You remember what she did on stage?
Tell me.
Hell no. Go look it up.
All right, back to the respectable thing. So, yes. So they ran up on Jill Scott. It was like a content creator, and they asked different questions about different topics. And one of the questions that they asked was about music. And she says that Chris Brown is the king of pop. And you know the people are so divided about Chris Brown, so there's been some conversation. Let's take a listen.
Who's the king of pop?
King of pop.
King of pop.
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown. Okay, interesting. Miss, have a good one, yeah?
So she literally says that, right? And then she walks off. And the clip, of course, it picked up, went a little viral. But Jill Scott's not one to like it. That's how she feel. That's how she feel.
She's standing on it.
100%. But she did end up going to her Twitter because it started a conversation because people were upset that she was in support of Chris Brown. I think any woman, I don't care if you black, white, brown, whatever, anytime you speak positively about Chris Brown because of everything that happened with him and Rihanna, there's a group of people who just don't like it and are never going to.
They never gonna.
Yeah, never going to. So she had to get on Twitter and she said, "Oh, baby, that BS title is a consensus. I obviously wasn't in the mood. If I was asked again when I hadn't been up since 3 a.m. fighting jet lag, I'd say Prince. He is everything in all caps. Dancer, opulent, musician, visionary, divine songwriter, showman. Keep your war, bigger ones to fight." So so a part of it is the Chris Brown conversation. The other part of it is King of Pop. Like there's so many other people that others feel like it's kind of like the Chris Brown
Like
versus
who?
Michael Jackson conversation.
Yeah, Chris Brown, Michael Jackson, Usher,
Yeah.
Prince.
Yeah, it's that whole conversation of like people putting him in front of those people. And I think a lot of times when people mention Chris Brown in that conversation, it's just for like him right now versus who we have out here right now. But people take it in whole.
So I will say that I can't speak on that because I'm not familiar enough with people's numbers, and I'm not familiar enough with their like accolades. And
But just don't go off numbers or accolades. Go off of like influence and impact.
if then in order, it would probably be Michael Jackson, Prince, Usher, Chris Brown. That's my knowledge base.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I lack information, and the only reason I say that for me, my preference will be Chris Brown. That's my preference.
See, but that's the thing.
Because
and when you say that, people think that you're saying that he's greater than all of the people you just named before
no,
him.
I'm just going off what I saw with my own eyes. I saw Chris Brown with my own eyes do some shit that I've never seen any other human being do in life.
He hit the flip.
Fuck the flip. I was in Hawaii. So here's a fun fact that people don't know. When TMZ reported when there's this
Nigga, I thought you was about to say you Hawaiian.
so we went to Hawaii to do a show with Chris Brown.
Okay.
Me, I think Glasses. We was like all out there deep. There's a bunch of LA niggas out there with him. So we went to Hawaii, and I remember we went to go link up with Chris. Chris was going through something at a time, so he was spray painting. That's how he like calms the comments. Like it's like stress relief.
Okay.
He likes to do art. Like he's a dope artist as well.
Okay.
So he was spray painting. I took a picture of him tagging on the wall where he drew like the little monsters and the police car and stuff. I took that picture and it went viral before viral was a thing. Like TMZ posted and shit like that. Anyway, the point being, when we were out there for that show, I saw Chris Brown move in choreography without looking at himself or the dancers while singing for 45 minutes straight, doing crowd interaction, call and response, and he didn't stop dancing. You know what I'm saying?
And still sounded good.
And it sounded amazing. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I was taking some laundry upstairs in my house, and I was winded.
Well, I mean, I love you to death, Ed, but I mean, we know that you. Like,
I'm just saying
you
my
couldn't Chris
respect
Brown
level
of it all.
for people who, I think there's a lot of fans in the stands who think that they can be on the court now.
Oh my God.
So
yes, and they are loud.
So I would prefer Chris Brown, but I also saw Usher dance on a wall. Put that in. I saw
Explain
Usher.
that.
He was on a wall dancing on the side of the wall, like with a cable, and he was dancing on a wall. It was on like the VMAs or something.
Okay.
I saw this shit, and these things. Like I went to Usher's show.
I went to Usher's show too. I went to the in Vegas, and then I went to the actual tour.
Me too.
Yeah, Vegas was better than the actual tour. Do you think?
Vegas was amazing.
Yeah, I feel like if you saw Usher on the tour, it was amazing. But y'all have to see him in that like Vegas, like it's his show, and he has a time setting. That man don't play.
So I'm biased. I've never seen Michael Jackson perform.
Me
I've
either.
never seen him in
Right.
person. I've never seen Prince perform. Never seen him in person. It's a recency bias. It's a thing. My preference would be Chris Brown because I think that Chris Brown does hella shit well. Not well, hella shit great. Chris Brown can rap. He does art. He can dance. Like he writes for other people. He can do poetry. He can. He's a creative director. He does fashion. Like Usher is one of the goats.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like so those two I would look at in that vein, but I don't necessarily know. I think that's I have a limited knowledge base because at this moment people could look at somebody like um you know Drake as the king of pop, or you know what I mean, like
It depends on the. I think it depends on the age, and yeah, I think it depends on what you're paying attention to.
correct.
But so okay, so when people have the conversation, Usher is the new Michael Jackson.
I don't have.
I mean, not Usher. I'm sorry, Chris Brown is the new Michael
Yeah,
Jackson. How
Chris
do you
Brown.
feel about that?
I don't have an argument against that. What I get how people feel about what Chris Brown, because I keep my POVs to myself. They're not camera or microphone radio appropriate. But when you look at what someone has done and you look at their talent and you're able to look at it just with a nuanced perspective in that way, Chris Brown recently just took himself and put himself in a different class of human beings when he did Breezy Bowl, because that's an elite echelon of individuals doing stadiums. That's not a normal thing for someone to do stadiums, let alone multiple days. I just came back from South Africa. I was in Johannesburg. There's an arena. I mean, not an arena. There's a stadium. It's a soccer stadium in Johannesburg. It's one of the biggest. I think it's the biggest. The guide told us. Well, I had a guide out there. The guide told us that it's the biggest stadium in Africa. He sold it out. Chris Brown. No, bought Dolo. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He said people was flying in from Ghana, Egypt, people flying in from all over the continent to go see this man. That's not normal. You know what I'm saying? So I just want those things to be put in perspective when people start to discount or even like not give people their credit, even if you don't like the things that are their transgressions.
How do you feel when people put NBA Youngboy in the conversation of Michael Jackson, impact wise and celebrity wise?
Impact wise, from an impact perspective, NBA Youngboy is something like I've never seen in my life. I've never seen somebody go completely against the grain
And it worked
as consistently
Yes.
as he has.
Uh-huh.
I have played maybe 3 NBA Youngboy songs on the radio in my entire career. Maybe 3, and those were one-offs. It wasn't like it was in rotation. It was just like, man, we need to play this Youngboy shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
then I had to go get it off YouTube, clean it, make a clean version. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, but I'm not gonna discount. I'm not into Youngboy. I'm old. I'm unk. Like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That shit. All the type of shit give me a headache now. Like so. When it comes to those things, I'm not into it. I'm able to look at it and be like, that shit's special.
Yeah.
Youngboy is definitely special. I wish that he had a different path where he can really maximize and capitalize on his things. Because I remember during COVID, I had post-COVID conversations with like people like Roddy, like my little homie Roddy Rich.
Okay.
Roddy Rich.
Yeah. When you say people's names,
Sorry.
you be like, yeah, like my homie who Obama. Like no, just like say the
okay.
people. Like
So Roddy. So
all of us don't just be talking to these people all the time.
I understand. So Roddy Rich had a #1 record in the country. He has a diamond record. That's kind of unheard of for a new artist in this generation. 50 Cent did it. Like all these artists did it. But for this generation, he has a diamond record, which is kind of unheard of.
Right.
He didn't get to tour at all. Him and the baby came out during COVID, and they were running shit up during COVID. So they didn't get to tour at all, like zero.
Right.
The first time they got to really move around was when the festivals came back. And that's when the baby went on the Rolling Loud run, and Roddy was able to get on these Made in America and different festivals like
them
that.
festivals was taking them off crazy.
So my point is, I remember having conversations like, I didn't get to feel my success. Youngboy, I wish that he got to really maximize and feel his success without the legal troubles. He even be on house arrest. He was up in Utah. Like, I think if he had I think he would be even more, I think he would be bigger.
If he got to feel it?
Yes.
Do you feel like he doesn't appreciate it? Is that what you're saying?
No, I just don't. I think he's just troubled youth. And I think we just, we got to figure out a way to help the youth. That's why I fuck with the Boys and Girls Club. I believe in the youth. I don't believe in adults anymore.
That makes sense. I saw B-Dot Brian B. Miller, formerly of Rap Radar, but I saw him tweet because the RIAA had tweeted about they tweeted a congratulations to NBA Youngboy. They congratulated him for being the most certified rapper of all time with 126 RIAA certified titles.
That's crazy.
Alongside the release of his new album Slime Cry today. And I want to just put it in perspective. So, according to Rolling Stone, with this new certification or positioning according to RIAA, that means he's made more gold and platinum songs and albums than Kanye West, Drake, Jay-Z, and anyone else in the genre.
Mm-hmm.
Slime Cry, which is the project he just released, is his 8th studio album. And I feel like he had a mixtape that he dropped prior to this one. And then now we have Slime Cry. A lot of that time, like you mentioned, he spent fighting legal. Like, he couldn't even really, you know what I'm saying, move around. And he comes out on the Master Tour. That tour goes crazy. He almost was I think, what was it? He was almost like the biggest grossing tour in the genre, but now he's just one of. But $70 million that tour made, selling more than $500,000 tickets across 42 shows.
Crazy.
And and people was making jokes about them videos from the NBA Youngboy tour, and because you see all the Pusheisty masses, and you know what I mean. Like, it's a little crazy, but just impact. Like, a lot of artists today are here. You know, their music, they might get spins on the radio. You might dance to them on TikTok, but to have people come out like that.
Yeah.
I also saw he got that production deal where he's going to be we're about to get some documentary style footage of the tour talking about his influence and stuff. Because I think a lot of people are trying to understand it.
Yeah. Yeah, you better pay attention.
But B-Dot tweeted, and he asked, I thought it was a valid question. He did get some pushback because they try to, put him in you just old, you don't get it. B-Dot tweeted, interesting, with this many certifications, why isn't his catalog recognizable outside of his fan base? This is a serious question. I think it's a valid question.
It is a valid question.
Because, I can't name off the top NBA Youngboy song. Some of them, if you put them on, I know the song, but I don't know the name of it.
Well, okay, I have a counter to that, though. I think that his fan base just consumes his shit.
Yeah,
100%.
So
everyone else shares a fan base. I think Youngboy shares a fan base with very few people.
That's a valid take.
So if me and you are pescatarian, we only eat fish. Everybody else is eating burgers. We technically have more food, whereas their volume is going to look like it's exponentially more.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that what NBA Youngboy is doing, first of all, do you think that it's achievable by another artist again after him? Because people didn't think that. People always say to me how there's no real celebrities today and no real stars, but he's a super, he's there.
Nah, he is. I don't think that he makes himself. It's interesting. It's crazy. I was just talking to this woman about this. She told me I need to make myself more appetizing as a companion. And I think that listen. I think that Youngboy doesn't care to make himself appetizing.
You looking for an eater. What is happening? Wait, you can't just stop.
She said I need to make myself I need to make myself palatable to a companion. Appetite. I need to make I have hard stances. I'm not complimentary.
So learn how to be a partner.
She said just make myself more desirable to be a companion. What I'm saying is the comparison is I think Youngboy literally is like me when it comes to that. I don't think he give a fuck.
No, he don't.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he give a fuck about making himself marketable for brand deals. Mm-hmm. I don't think he cares about what we think. I don't think, you know what I mean? I don't think he cares about going to the Breakfast Club.
No.
That's my point.
He, especially not after him and Charlamagne had their little back and forth.
So my point is, I don't think that he actually cares to make himself desirable for B-Dot's point. Mm. You get what I'm saying?
But even if he doesn't care, I think for me, when I saw B-Dot's question, it made me think about okay, if you're trying to duplicate what he has done, what's the strategy then?
I don't think there is one.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah, because it's he leans into that base and he doesn't care. But not everybody who leans into that base and doesn't care gets to where he is at all. There's a lot of people who have niche. I would say Jid. Is it Jid or JID?
Well, his friends call him Jid.
Okay. Well, I would say Jid has that. He leans into his base heavily. There's a lot of artists that I can think of right now who have that, but they're not the numbers aren't like an NBA Youngboy.
Correct. I think it's an anomaly. It's just like the GNX tour. Like,
Mm-hmm.
how do you recreate that? I don't think you can. How do you recreate a battle and then a platinum, a Grammy award winning single and then an album that's some things you just can't plan those
Right.
things, and that's the magic of the music.
Well, speaking of, as we transition, because I feel like I was thinking of like who is an artist that I would think of that has done that, like really leaned into like their niche audience space and corner.
Tyler
The Creator. Okay, yes, Tyler the Creator, 100%, and he's like superstar. But also, I feel like Jcole was like that too.
Yes and no. I think Tyler is the, so if there's a spectrum, I think you got Youngboy on this side, Tyler on this side.
100%.
You see that?
Yeah.
I think J. Cole is not on that spectrum. J. Cole,
He's not where they are. Like, there's a lot of people in who care about one of the two, a Tyler the Creator, a NBA Youngboy, or the both of them, that wouldn't be checking for J. Cole.
no, what I'm saying is I think Cole wanted to be in. Cole, you got to think, Cole did the same thing that Ye did and the same thing that Big Sean did. They went somewhere and rapped for their favorite rapper. They wanted in on the shit. And at some point, Cole wanted the rock deal. You get what I'm saying? He wanted the to work with these producers. He wanted in on the business, he got the endorsement deals. He wanted the hoop. He participated.
He wants the stuff, the commercial stuff, the
He
commercial
wanted it.
stuff. Yeah.
I don't think if we ever gave Tyler any of those things, Tyler would still be Tyler.
Yeah.
Same for Youngboy.
True.
They don't give a fuck. They're gonna cook. They're gonna do them. And if people come to the party, they come to the party. If they don't give a fuck.
Do you feel like, though, because a lot of people, we were having this conversation with Marco Plus when he came to the Breakfast Club, about J. Cole just, him leaning into his own audience. Well, Marco Plus called J. Cole the king of the South. That was a whole, that was a crazy conversation.
That's
but
crazy.
But he's young though. He's young. He's like
No, I'm not discounting Cole. I'm saying that's crazy just because.
By the end of the conversation, he didn't think that anymore,
Oh.
because they, sitting next to a T.I. fan, like a Charlemagne and a
It's
MV.
generational.
Yeah, it was a very
'Cause if you
generational
ask
argument.
some of the homies from Georgia, they would say Gucci is the king of the South.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on who you talk to. King of the South and who created trap music it depends on who you're talking to, how old they are, what they digest conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when I was watching him talk about J. Cole, and the reason why I compared him or brought him into the conversation with NBA Youngboy, because I feel like the people that stand him. Like you can't tell them nothing
Correct.
about J. Cole, right? And back to trying to figure out that strategy. But J. Cole drops, this track 2, Fall Off is supposed to be coming. It's supposed to be like the last of the last, right? When a person like a J. Cole decides to walk away, and in walking away, if he actually does it, because all rappers say they're retiring or whatever, when they walk away, a lot of the conversation I feel like he's already starting to have is about just all the things that like didn't go the way he wanted them to. What does that do for the youth culture who are looking at a J. Cole and are like, so we're about to have a bunch of like people who just want nothing to do with the commercialized success.
That's my point. Like, I have a very I don't like to talk about Cole a lot because it comes off like I'm bashing him or like I'm belittling him, and I'm actually a J. Cole, like I'm a J. Cole guy.
Even after he dropped out of the battle.
Yes.
Okay, because people want him about that now too. Like they don't want to hear the Fall Off because he didn't entertain.
I'm not a blood sport guy. I don't even like boxing like that because I don't like people getting hurt. I don't like MMA. I'm not a fan of it. You're not gonna see me covering a lot of that. I don't fuck with it because I don't like people getting hurt in general, right? So when it came to the battle, the sportsman in me, the competitor in me, wanted him to do what he was doing. And then when he dropped out, I'm like, okay, I respect it because I'm at a point in my life where I will fight for my serenity. You know what I'm saying? My peace and everything means everything to me, which is why I want to be in my room in my drawers, not being bothered for my birthday. So, but when I talk about Cole, I definitely, and I would love to have a conversation with him. It don't have to be on the camera or nothing, but when I look at Cole and what his contributions and how he's navigated his career, I don't look at Cole as a fulfilled individual.
I don't think so either.
I look at Cole as he was let down by the music business.
Jaded as hell.
He was disappointed in he like, and I said me and Gina was just talking about this on our show. Like in his mind, and this is what I believe a lot of artists go through. In their mind, I'm dope. These people who I look at that are also dope recognize my dopeness.
Right.
They sign me because I'm dope. The people that they pitch me to love me because I'm dope. The public embraces me because I'm dope. And then I get to go be dope around the world and make a living and get rich or be successful being dope. And that's not how this shit works. A lot of times. Sometimes it goes that way. But a lot of times it doesn't go that way. And I think that a lot of artists have this in their brain. And I got killed online because when we did the Revolt year-end wrap-up show, shout out to Elsie. And when we did that, she posted this clip of me talking about how I would like Cole and Drake and even my homie like Kendrick, everybody to talk about the collaborative effort that it takes to win.
Together at one time?
No, I want them to talk in general about what it takes to win.
Oh, okay.
Because the youth, a lot of people coming up, they listen to the Russes of the world. Russ will get on his TikTok or his Instagram and say,
Which Russ?
The white rapper.
Okay.
Russ will get on his Instagram and say, yeah, I went on Splice and I downloaded this sample. Then I went in my laptop and I chopped it up. Then I plugged my mic in and I hummed some melodies. And then I uploaded it to TuneCore independently. And then I made $1 million and sold out the Madison Square Garden. That's not reality.
Not for everybody.
Exactly. And I think the oversimplification of where things are is the reason why people have these falsehoods and this dogma that they believed in. And that's what I think happened to Cole. I think Cole believed the same thing with Ye. I think Ye has a bitterness or jaded towards Jay. I think Cole has a certain jaded or bitterness towards the industry.
Yeah.
I think
towards Jay-Z too. I was just talking about this before we started. I'm like, yo, what? Like, let's get to like breaking down of like what is the upset and the anger. And honestly, I feel like it sounds like it's the hurt.
You know what it is because you're a woman and you've experienced the same things. Whereas you might, oh man, I got this job. Or, oh man, I got this opportunity. Or, man, I might have this thing or this contact. I got this contact. Me and you have had a conversation. Man, I got this. You was like, I got this contact. And then either the person is ghost you or they shit on you. Gina's had the same thing where she's looking up to this black woman in this big ass off corner office at this network. And then she shits on her.
Yeah. That's
devastating to someone if you're looking up to the situations that they're in, the rooms that they're in, the opportunities that they have, the access. I think that's what happened. Same thing. Everybody saw what played out between Ye and Big Sean.
Yeah.
Big Sean rapped for Kanye. Kanye signed him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the same thing that would happen kind of similar with Jcole. Like, oh shit, he's dope. Like, fuck with us. And then, so I think that a lot of times, at least in our generation and probably one generation below, what happened is they have these dreams of that's how it goes, and it don't go that way.
Yeah.
And I wish that more people would talk about it, so that way the expectation is not that for the Commonwealth.
I want to read Jcole, when he dropped the Diss 2 Track 2 song, in the beginning of the video, there's like a letter from him before it starts. It says, for the past 10 years, this album has been handcrafted with one intention, a personal challenge to myself to create my best work, to do on my last what I was unable to do on my first. I had no way of knowing how much time, focus, and energy it would eventually take to achieve this. But despite the countless challenges along the way, I knew in my heart I would one day get to the finish line. I owed it first and foremost to myself, and secondly, I owed it to hip hop. The fall off, Jcole. Now, so I read that because you're talking about, you want them to talk, right? And hopefully when we get the fall off, Jcole will have some conversations, especially if he is going to do what he's alluding to, like this being his last, right? I think that, the fans want to hear, and I think we deserve to kind of like there's a lot that we need to hear from. I feel like we need to hear from him. I think he owes it to us. People will probably argue different. But do you think Jcole ever gets to a place where, like, I've reckoned all of my, you know what I mean? Like, I've gotten to the place where I'm in an okay place, because he decided not to entertain the Kendrick Lamar and the Drake situation, because he said, just mentally where he's at right now, that's just not good for his spirit. So he's had to have been doing a lot of like self like reckoning and conversations or whatever. But then you hear Diss 2 Track 2 where he like slights Jay-Z, right? So it's like the healed conversation is happening in one place, but at the same time, I'm still hearing you come from a place of hurt.
I think it's just disappointment. I won't say it's hurt because I don't know him and I have never had that conversation with him. I can tell that J. Cole is disappointed by something within the confines of the industry. And I don't know what that is specifically, but based on my own personal experiences, I know what that looked like. I know what that feel like. That's my thought. That's my hypothesis.
What do you think? Like him walking away from like music, does that mean anything to you? Like if this is really his last, like we're ever going to hear him rap.
I just hope it's amazing. If it's not, it's going to be a disappointment. Like it's going to suck if it's not. But I really, really hope that this is like the Forest Hills Drive one up that everybody wants it, or that I would like it to be. If it's not, I mean, it's his art. It's his.
Yeah.
I'm gonna critique it. I'm gonna have my thoughts, but that's what he want to do.
What did you think of this 2 track too?
I thought it was dope. I got killed online because we were giving all these theories about is he getting a divorce, and it was like, oh, y'all stupid.
Okay, so I thought that too but then I know he's talking in reverse, but the way he talked about the wedding ring coming off and stuff like that, I'm like, because sometimes your past can be very like you're making the same mistake, so you're thinking back to what you did then. Like I don't know, but I thought that too when he talked about it.
I don't listen. I have my own opinions, but I'm not invested like that. So if you told me today, hey, I heard that Martians are landing tomorrow, I would entertain the conversation.
But you don't feel like you are a little bit invested? Because you have to, you get online and you talk about it, and you talk about it from a place of like not just being like a brainless like observer.
No. What I'm saying is that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I'm gonna entertain the conversation of whatever it is.
Okay.
If I'm looking at lyrics, I'm gonna read into the lyrics, and I'm gonna try to figure out because they don't talk anymore. You know what I'm saying? So it's left up to your interpretation. So if my interpretation is Lauren is crashing out, that's my interpretation. If Lauren never said anything, and that's something I actually told. I told it to a couple of artists. I told that to the homies, and I was like, when you don't talk, you allow the internet to control your narrative.
Right.
And as long as you're okay with that, then fine.
What did you think? The part where he's sitting down at the desk and he's talking about that hunger to want to be great and the inspiration, because so many people right now are having a conversation, even with this, and even with him saying I'm choosing my peace, about you can't say that you're one of the greatest, or you can't leave this feeling like you're one of the greatest because he didn't entertain that battle. What do you think that J. Cole was saying about that battle moment by going back into the time where he felt like, I'm the greatest and I can't be touched?
I still think what I said. I think that I think Cole has it in his mind that because he's dope, he can still be like, you can still occupy that space. I don't necessarily believe that.
Like he's still one of the greatest, regardless.
He is one of the dopest. You can't take that away from him, but he's not the guy.
But if he had entered into this battle and lost, how would that have fared for him at this point where he's dropping this 2 track 2? Could he still say that he believes he's one of the greatest?
I don't know. I think I'm a wrestling fan. Ric Flair, he says, to beat a man, you got to beat the man. I didn't make the rules. That was here before I got here.
Got you. Well, this has been a very spirited conversation.
Very spirited conversation.
Very spirited conversation. Happy birthday. I have a cake for you. It's like, I'm joking.
Oh, my God.
I'm joking.
Walk the fuck up out of here.
I am joking. All right, y'all. So this has been another episode of The Latest with Lauren LaRosa. I tell y'all every episode, my lowriders, you guys could be anywhere with anybody talking about all of the things, but you choose to be right here with me, DJ HED. Thank you for joining the lowriders. You know, it's like 8 million plus listeners now.
Damn.
Ain't that crazy?
Man, this a bitch. Well, follow Effective immediately.
Yes, tell them. So give them the website to donate to your nonprofit organization. Where can they follow, listen, all that Effective Immediately? Give them
Just search Effective Immediately on YouTube or anywhere you get your podcasts. Please do that. Like, follow, share, all of the things. If you would like to tap into my charity organization, It's called Put Your Foot on the Board. Go to putyourfootontheboard.com for that. And then, yeah, all things effective immediately. We appreciate you.
Yes. And shout out to Gina View. She was supposed to be here with us, but the timing didn't work for her. But I promise I've been trying to get Gina Views' voice on this platform. It is going to happen in 2026. Y'all need to hear her. If you have not already, I feel like most of the people who listen to the podcast are pop culture enthusiasts, so I know they already tapped in. But if not, make sure you head on over to Effective Immediately. You guys can hear DJ Head, Gina Views on all the takes and all the topics all the time. Thank you guys for tuning in for another episode. We are on location in LA, bringing you guys all of the things because that is what we do.
Yeah, shout out to my guy Mixed by Ali. Shout out to
Yes,
engineers.
yes. We didn't even get a chance to do that because I talked about the studio. Yes, we are in this amazing studio. It's like 50 parts of a studio in here. Like you can record music, you can listen to music, you can shoot a podcast. Took some shots in the front as well too. There's plaques on the board. I see a lot of Nipsey Hussle plaques on the board walking in.
A lot of Kendrick plaques.
Kendrick as well. Talk to the the audience about where we're shooting at right now.
This is No Name Studios. It is engineers. Go to engineers.com. All independent artists. If you're looking to upload your music and keep 100% of your royalties, they just launched a direct to consumer. I'm part of the team at Engineers. If go do your Googles, Mixed by Ali. You know, everything that you could think of from Cardi B to Good Kid, Mad City. Go check it out.
Yes, and thank you, to Engineers Ali for welcoming us in the studio. He was like, "Whatever you need, make yourself at home." So
Get you a drink.
I went and found a bar. Okay, before we started, it's cold in here, so I had to like warm up a bit. But I really appreciate you guys for opening the studio up to me to make sure that we got the episode out. I wanted to do an episode from LA.
Yeah,
thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here, y'all. We'll catch you in the next episode. Tell a friend to tell a friend. The latest with Lauren LaRosa. I'm out.